Well, ladies and gentlemen, great show, great audience, great venue. One of those would have been nice. I went for a wander around earlier. Someone came up to me and went, "Well, saw your last show." I said, "Oh, thanks very much." And then he added, "At least I hope it was your last show." With your fucking mates. People often ask me how I do this for a living. How do you get up in front of people for an hour and a half or 2 hours and tell them jokes? It must be petrifying. Well, the secret is, what you do if you're doing any kind of public speaking, this really works. What you do, you imagine the people you're talking to are naked. Really works. A couple of things to remember. Firstly, don't tell the people you're talking to that's what you're doing. Because that could be a little bit creepy. And secondly, it doesn't work as well if you work in a primary school. Someone came up to me and said, "I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you look like Jimmy Carr." How am I supposed to not take that personally? That's my face. That's all I've got to work with. I realise I've got quite a broad face. I've got quite good girth on my face. And girth is not a term traditionally associated with an attractive face. You know those things you get by the seaside, the big cardboard cutout thing by the seaside? Big, fat, jolly man in an all-in-one red and white striped suit running down Skegness Beach. You know the one? And they cut the face out so you can stick your head through, take a hilarious holiday photo. Well, when I stick my head through one of those, it just looks right. I look like a Down syndrome Roger Federer. I wish that wasn't funny. I wish they didn't ring true, but sadly, I bought a rape alarm because I kept on forgetting when to rape people. Bloody marvellous. I was going to tell you a little bit about behind the scenes. Not behind the scenes here at the Bloomsbury Theatre, because there's fuck all going on back there. But behind the scenes more generally. You know in television commercials, when they use chimpanzees to advertise tea and whatnot, because we'll buy anything if chimpanzees are involved, because chimpanzees are adorable. Well, what they do when they're filming a commercial with chimpanzees is they give the chimpanzees peanut butter. And the peanut butter sticks to the roof of the mouth of the chimpanzee. Makes the chimpanzee go... Because they're not used to the peanut. They quite like it, but they're not used to it, so it makes them go... Makes it look as if the chimpanzee is talking. Well, that's also how they make Hollyoaks. Interesting fact for you. Are you having to explain that to her? Oh. It's clearly a mixed ability group. Here's another fact for you. Are you aware, if you put Mentos, you know the sweets Mentos? If you put Mentos into Diet Coke, you're retarded. Sweetie make fizzy pop go magic. I like it. Grow up. Sorry, you're giving me a look there as if to say, it is good though. I told my best friend I fucked his wife and got her pregnant. That cured his hiccups. I'm in a long-term relationship. Who else here is in a long-term relationship? Give us a shout. Oh, loads of you. You sound thrilled. I've been with the same girl for 8 years and we're very happy together, but how's this for mental? She still gets annoyed if I use her toothbrush. That's mental, isn't it, when you consider how intimate we've been over those 8 years? And if you can tell me a better way to get dog shit out trainers... I'd love to fucking hear about it, because there's nothing finer. Dog excrement can blind a child. But it's much easier just to use a finger. If you really want to be sure, smear dog shit all over both fingers. From the shoulder, jab. There are a lot of obese children in Britain today, but focus on the positive. The pensions crisis is over. Come on, those tubby little fucks aren't going to see 40. Never mind 65. There's quite a lot of young people in. If you're young and your parents are getting divorced, it can be a very difficult time. But remember, it's not your fault. Your mum's a slag. It's pretty bad being told you're adopted, but not as bad as being told you're gonna be adopted. Did you know, if your ears are burning, it means people are talking about you. Generally, they're saying, he's on fire. Are you all familiar with Simon Cowell? Do you know Simon Cowell? Yeah. Simon Cowell spends £500,000 every year on his own personal security. That's an extraordinary amount of money, isn't it? £500,000 a year on personal security. Has Simon not considered being less of a cunt? What happened there? You were saying that you liked my joke? Well, thanks very much. It's very nice of you. I was chatting to these men that were having a conversation in front of you, but that's fine. You've caught my eye now. What do you do, madam?
I work for Nationwide in Human Resources.
You work for Nationwide in Human Resources? I imagine you've been saying to people, well, you're fired quite a lot recently. We have done fucked up the country. Fuck off. Right, good on you. Human Resources, the lady sciences. I was talking about Simon Cowell there. Simon Cowell, people knock the X Factor and they knock Britain's Got Talent, but the way I see it, someone's got to turn the Christmas lights on in Stoke. And it's not going to be me again this year.